Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 7 from 22F and today we will present our group assignment report which is Challenge Project of Malaysian Book of Record. Our group consists of 6 members. My name is Nazrani binti Madaud and I will present introduction for Challenge Project of Malaysian Book of Record. We will organize a challenge project of the event that has been recorded in Malaysian Book of Record and we will also aim to break the previous record that has been done by Labuan Corporation, which is largest participation in island-to-island swimming event. Our organization name is Glory Sportsmanship. Glory Sportsmanship has been established in 2016 and our base located in Kuala Lumpur, Selangor. Glory Sportsmanship is in sport industry and is a business that offers swimming education for people and we also carry out swimming lesson. In addition, we also sell swimming equipment. The previous record has been done by Labuan Corporation in 2019 with 185 participation and that's made them successfully secure the entry in Malaysian Book of Record. They swam 5.4 km altogether from Labuan to Papa Island and back. So the record breaking attempt that we want to break from the previous record is with a new total of participate which is 200 participation but with the same distance which is 5.4 km and with the same island-to-island location. So this will make us as a new holder of largest participation in island-to-island swimming event in Malaysian Book of Record.
Many of the largest participation of swimming competition from an island to island. The location is at Labuan to Papan Island. The distance is 5.4 km. It is on 10 June 2023 from 6:30 in the morning until 4:30 in the evening. The number of participants that we are targeting are 200 participants. The total cost for this event is 400,000 Malaysian ringgit. We have 8 sponsorship which are from Milo, Tritonic, Swim Shop to You, Finis, K2, Slope Engineering, ER and GlaxoSmith Pharmaceutical. The timeline of the activities from 6:30 AM to 7 AM is participant gathering. From 7 AM to 7:45 AM, briefing to the participant. 7:45 to 8:30, VIP arriving and opening ceremony. 8:30 AM to 9 AM, participant warming up. 9 AM to 12:30 AM, 12:30 PM will be the competition. 12:30 PM to 2 PM, competition finish and the participant will be resting. 2 PM to 4 PM, an award ceremony. 4 PM to 4:30 PM, the closing ceremony. The event ends at 4:30 PM. The list of the equipment that will be needed for the event: starting and finishing line balloon, starting and finishing line ribbon, safety boats, banners, stand, floats, air horns, trophy, caps, projector, chairs, table, fans, laptop, podium, speaker, microphone, safety jacket, stopwatch, binocular, and lastly is a medal. The milestone in this event is briefing, opening ceremony, starting point, finishing point, award ceremony, giving gift to the sponsorship as a token of an appreciation, photo session with all the participants, and the closing ceremony. There are a few strategies that we do in order to attract more people to join our event. Firstly, we will put an advertisement on social media. By putting the advertisement in social media, the ads will be viewed by a lot of people from all around the world. The next way is by inviting the Malaysian swimming athlete Wilson Sim. He is a very famous person in swimming sport because of all of his achievement. By inviting him, it will attract a lot of other swimmers to the event. Other than that is by giving the brochure about the event to everyone that learns swimming at Glory Sportsmanship and buying swimming equipment from us. The students that have been learning swimming at Glory Sportsmanship, not all of them are beginners. Some of them are very familiar with swimming, but they join the class to become better. The last way is by putting the advertisement about the event at the swimming competition place, such as at swimming meets and event and open swimming championship. By putting the advertisement there, it will attract the swimmers at that event to join our swimming event.
Organizing is a management function that entails creating an organizational structure and deploying human resources to guarantee that goals are met. Organizing establishes the framework required to achieve a company's objective and aims. The budget allocated for this project is 400,000 ringgit. Glory Sportsmanship Companies covers a budget of 200,000 ringgit and the rest is sponsored by sponsor. The table above shows a detailed budget for this project. Next, the workforce for this project can be divided into several parts. The workforce involved an auxiliary police, PBSM, judge, staff, and photographer. In addition, the workforce has been divided according to their respective expertise. The table above shows the division of tasks that has been arranged to ensure that this project will run smoothly. The last aspect is training. Every staff must be trained weeks before the day of the event. For all of the staff that will be stationed on the sea, it is compulsory for them to know how to swim. This is in order to avoid any accident and they can save the participants who are drowning in the sea. It is very important for all of the staff on the sea to know what to do when there is an emergency happening to one of the participants. They also will be trained to give CPR as the number of PBSM are low. The staff have to know how to give CPR in case the participant drowned or almost drowned, and in case the PBSM might take a long time for them to arrive. This is very important as we should not joke with one another. Knowing what to do during the emergency allows the staff to become more calm so they can evacuate the people more quickly and safely.
Furthermore, the leader of our project is Hazim. His duty is to make sure that all team members carry out their tasks properly and to make sure that the objectives of our project are achieved. Followed by our sub-leader Ain, she helps the leader to organize the event and guides the team members on doing their assigned tasks. Next is our secretary Zuaini. She is in charge of the meetings and paperwork of the project. She also helps Hazim and Ain to organize our Books of Records project. Aini, our treasurer, is in charge of the budgets and the sponsor. She is also in charge of the tax regulations in our project. Our safety officer RC is in charge of the safety of the equipment, place of event, and the rules and regulations for the contestants. Lastly is me, Arda, as the documentary and content officer. I am in charge of the photos and videos taken during the project, and even the documentation and the audits. Our objective is to make sure that each member is aware of their assigned tasks, so that this project is managed perfectly to break the previous record by Labuan Corporation. We have 3 KPIs such as deviation of budget, cost of operation, and deviation of tasks. As for deviation of planned budget, we ought to make sure that the budget is managed professionally so that there will be no waste budget. For the cost variation, we ought to make sure to keep reliable record of the cost variation to track the most effective team member. And lastly, for the deviation of tasks, we ought to make sure that the team understands each member's tasks to help those team members that need more time for the tasks. On to the next, I will explain about our milestones. In January, we had our discussion and prepared our proposal. Then, we had a consultation with our leader Hazim in February, followed by appointment with our sponsor, confirmation of event, and subject of approval in March. In April, we had our meeting and proposed a detailed management plan and promotion. Then, in the next month, we rearranged the proposal after getting feedback from our leader. Lastly, the project execution, completion, and postmortem are done in June. This is our time frame. For discussion, each member is assigned to give their ideas on how to break the Book of Records project. Then, for consultation, it is to seek idea and opinion of our leader. For subject approval, we waited for our leader to approve the proposal. Meanwhile, for the meetings, each member is assigned to present their own tasks.
Next is the medium used. The medium that we use to give instruction for this event are WhatsApp, Google Meet, and Zoom meeting. The primary medium that we use is Google Meet. Next is the number of meetings conducted. The number of meetings that we conducted in order to plan out this event perfectly are 4. The first meeting is done in January, where every member has a discussion on the idea for this event. The next meeting is done in March, where we discuss the final outline for this event so that it could be sent to the leader. The third meeting is done in April, where we had a meeting with the leader to present our own task. And the last meeting is done in May, where we rearrange the proposal after hearing the feedback from the leader. Next is the meeting record of meeting minutes. Based on the report, the meeting is done on 9 April 2020, located in Glory Sportsmanship headquarters. The meeting started from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. The meeting includes the statement by leader, report from treasurers, report from safety officer, and report from documentary and content officer. Next is how leader motivate. The leader of our event motivates us by giving word of encouragement whenever he meets us. In addition, he also treated us to lunch whenever the meeting is done. Furthermore, he also makes sure that we understand our own task and will help demonstrate it for us if we don't understand it. Thank you.
Controlling ensuring that the resources are used inside the organization properly and the efficiency in order to indeed result. Monitoring and controlling are essential to completing a project on time within budget and within the scope. Monitoring also involving calculating the difference between the actual and planned performance, identifying the causes of the contraction and helping to implement corrective action. So the Glory Sponsorship Monitoring performs to determine whether its goods are being met. If not, something need to be decided in the order to keep the project on track. The most important aspect of the managing control project is progress monitoring. Progress monitoring calls for the use of a benchmark to determine whether or not the progress is being made. So the technique that must be applied to do this is the controlling process, which is the first one is work implementation. The safety committee will brief participants on the safety further. Glory Sponsorship also remind participants to wear masks and follow SOP, and hand sanitizer should be used on the regular basis. Prior to the departure, the safety officer carried out the safety related activities to ease the travel process for the program. The security team also ensuring that the participants are using hand sanitizer and wearing masks as always. Security committee will keep on the eye on each other participants to ensure their safety. To make the task easier, the security team has prepared the first AID for the participants. Furthermore, Glory Sponsorship organized a talk to participants that the importance of the swimming and the do and don't before the swimming event begins. So the safety measure is Glory Sponsorship compliant the patrolled by the government rescue team such as APM, Bomba and Life Saving Academy team. A medical team is also on hand. The second important step in controlling is measuring performance. The event is organizing Glory Sponsorship measure of the record-breaking event performance. So the measuring actual performance make identifying very simple and can be the defined or the straightforward at time, which is they can be expressed in terms of unit price money. So the effectiveness is determined by first is develop the company and gain publicity. The second is 200 participants taking part. Last but not least, with the 200 participants altogether, Glory Sponsorship planned a record-breaking attempt. This is a result of the people's increased interest in the promotional items today. Therefore, it will be successful with the promotion being held.
Strategy implementation is crucial because it concerns action rather than just brainstorming ideas. It enables a team to understand that the strategies presented are viable. Strategy implementation serves as a great tool for team development as every member can participate in the process. It relies on true communication and the right tools. In terms of strategy implementation for our organization, Glory Sportsmanship, we apply several elements in the implementation process or strategy by explaining in detail the time and things during the event on 10 June 2023. The diagram above shows the implementation flowchart of the largest participants in island-to-island swimming event to be broken in the Malaysia Book of Record. 6:30 am to 7 am, participants gather at the event grounds on the island of Labuan. They were treated to free breakfast and drinks provided by the organizers, sponsored by the event's food and drink. 7 a.m. until 7:45 a.m. Briefing all the participants about the rules and regulations of the event, including compliance with participants' swimming ethics and swimming equipment. 7:45 a.m. until 8:30 a.m. The arrival of invited guests and also VIPs such as the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture of Malaysia, Premier of Sarawak, and also the Chief Minister of Sabah at the event grounds, and then to the stage event to launch the event and make an opening. 8 a.m. until 9 a.m. All participants gathered at the starting line of the swim and the prayer recitation. The participants warm up to the prevent of cramping during the swim. 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. The competition started with all participants having started swimming 5.4 kilometers from Labuan Island to Papan Island with the participation of 200 participants. 12:30 p.m. until 2 p.m. All the participants have finished their swim and they rest in rest area that has been prepared by the organizers, who have been stationed with the police and PBSM in case the participants experience pain or suffer any injuries. 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. It has come to the time of the award ceremony, where all the contestants who have competed and also all the attendees have gathered in the tent. The next agenda can be continued, which is speech from the organizer, which is related to the way of the managing the program, and also the appreciation to the participants and guests. Present a speech from the VIPs about the record that has been broken from this event. 4 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. closing ceremony, where the organizers have held a performance where some famous musicians from the country have performed a singing performance as the closing event. 4:30 p.m. the event ended successfully. Thank you.